Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy the Fice, back at it with another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. But if it's your first time here, definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment, come join us on Discord. It's the best community ever. Obviously, as you know guys, this is the new channel where we're posting up these videos, so if you can give that subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. The old channel is like at 5,800, I think, maybe subscribers. We're almost at the 6K mark, but we need the subscribers here. Also, if you wanted to support the channel, check the YouTube description below. There's a Patreon link, and also we do have coffee mugs and t-shirts. We have more merchandise hopefully on the way. So if you wanted to get something back but show some amazing support, that's a way to do it. And last but not least, we want to say our baby Sky over here says hello. Well, she's not a baby anymore. She's pretty big, actually. She's getting big. But yo, guys, I don't want to take up too much of your time with the intro. So we're going to kind of go into the discussion. This is really another beginner's guide on really team building, because I know this could be something that can kind of be confusing, especially when you start out in Dokkan and you don't know what's going on. So we're going to kind of go through a lot of the breakdowns of what really makes a team good and how I kind of go through the process and stuff, and some of the applications I use to help me actually figure out what are good team compositions and what are the things I look for. So the first thing I definitely do want to talk about is let's take a look at our current team, and I'll kind of give you an idea, and then I think what we'll kind of do is we'll do free-to-play discussions. I will do another free-to-play kind of guide, but for the time being, I want to talk about some of the basics on like what you should. Eventually, I'll do a guide on what type of teams you should start out with as soon as you start playing Dokkan. For the first part, let's just do a team building guide to see what we do and then how we go from there. So when we started playing Dokkan, they definitely added a lot of new things since then. Here you go, baby. The first thing I definitely do want to talk about is, like, let's go to change all really quick, is they added a lot of new filter features, which is really good and user-friendly, and we're going to get into these nitty and gritty things. But the first thing when it comes to team building is you need to have a good team leader, guys. And the way team leaders work is essentially a team lead that has percentage based is a really good leader, because that scales with the health, the attack, all the output that a character provides. It's always good. You never want to go for team leaders that have flat stats. So a horrible team leader, and I hate this LR till this day, this free-to-play LR that it was my first LR that I got, guys. Such a horrible lead. All types key +3 and attack 3,000. That is so horrible, guys. It's such a horrible lead. You don't get any HP percentage, 120. You don't get any defense, no attack percentage. It's just a flat 3,000. This is a horrible lead. You never want to go for this. I did this because I had no other better lead and I needed key, and I was having issues doing supers. So for the longest, I was using this character. There's so many good free-to-play characters now, guys, that this character, honestly, till this day, I still say he's trash. I hate him. But I'll leave that discussion for another day. So a good team leader, and this is not a free-to-play character, but I'll give you an example. I'll give you a free-to-play example character, but a good team leader that I love is this Go Bros, aka Goten and Gohan LR. It's a nickname Go Bros, obviously, because it's the Goku brothers, or Goku's sons. But if you look at the leader skill, it's absolutely incredible, and it's actually a category leader. So it's a siblings bond category, key +4, attack 170%, HP and defense 150%, or Goku's family category, key +3, attack 170, and HP and defense 130% increase. So what that is telling us there is that any person on your team that is either siblings bond will get the siblings bond buff, or if it's a Goku's family category, it'll get the Goku's family category buff. Now, if it, for whatever reason, has both leads, it'll go for the top one. So that's essentially, so you'll go for the siblings bond essentially in this case. It's a really good leader skill to have, and the fact that it's doing 2 category skills is really amazing, guys. So category leads is actually more recent compared to the other leads that used to happen in the past. But let's talk about categories for a minute, and we'll start backtracking even further. So the first thing I want to mention was those 2 categories that person, now that is an amazing leader, because the thing is, if you filtered your box by siblings bond or Goku's family, all these cards here right now are viable. The reason it's highlighted like that, here, I'll take it off. All these cards are viable, guys. These androids are even viable because they have siblings bond. Not even because it's Goku's family. It's because they have siblings bond. They're part of that relationship. So they will get that leader skill buff. Now, the thing is, guys, when you're going for these type of leads, key management is a very important thing. What I do love about the Go Bros is that they give +4 key right off the bat. So if usually what you do is you pair up your lead, whatever your leader character is, you get the same friend lead. So in essence, we would have +8 key for any card that is siblings bond. So in essence, we would just need 6, 12. So we would just need 4 more key in order for that to happen. There's certain benefits, and we'll talk about the passives and stuff like that in a bit. I still just want to go through leader skills hardcore so you guys can understand that. So we would just need 4 more key, because 12 makes a super, and if you're an LR, you obviously go a second time, but at least you need 12 to do the first super attack. Now, that is the first thing to kind of discuss. So all these characters are really viable. Now, there's the siblings bond, which a perfect example is this LR Beerus. It's a siblings bond, it benefits. Now there's also Goku's family, which are like the Goku characters. Like this doesn't have siblings bond, this has Goku's family. So these cards only would get 3 key a pop, because if we look at the leader skill for Goku's family, it's a siblings bond +4 key with attack 170, HP and defense 150, or Goku's family plus key. So they would get +3 +3 because you would use the same character. So now it would be 6 key for all the Goku family cards. So they would need 6 key in order for them to do a super. Now, the next thing I definitely do want to talk about team building is key linking relationships. That's super important to me, guys, when it comes to doing supers, because I really don't like having turns where a character isn't doing a super. It really destroys the aspect. Sometimes it's going to happen, guys. It's going to happen where you're not going to be able to get a super out just because you had to mix and match certain counters of an enemy attacking. Like, you don't want an int character attacking your tech character, so you would basically mess up your rotation specifically so you don't take as much damage in the later difficulty things of Dokkan, the events of Dokkan that you kind of just have to do and you have to eat it. But key linking is really important. So if we go to link skills, this is a new feature that I really do love that they added, guys. This is basically like, this filters out the characters that you have that give you key relationships. So like a perfect, like the key ones I look for when it comes to key linking is prepared for battle, which gives +2 key. Over in a flash, I think gives 2 key. Let me see. We could actually type this. Over in a flash. Let me see, what is flash? Over in a flash, +3 key for that one. Shocking speed, +2 key. Prepared for battle. Prepared for battle, I'll filter this specific set with prepared to battle because a lot of Goku's characters or Goku's family characters or siblings bond characters have prepared for battle. They don't always have shocking speed, which kind of sucks. So that's the reason why, like, so we have a few characters here that are available with prepared to battle. So the idea essentially is what I'm talking about is, so we have our Go Bros link, which Go Bros technically does not have prepare for battle, but they essentially already get 4 key, so they'll have 8 key, and their passive is absolutely amazing, guys. Their passive, they get +1 key each time they attack, and it happens up to 5 times. So eventually, later in, after like the second match, they don't need any key unless you want to do the ultimate attack with them, their ultimate super attack. So we don't have to worry about them, but these other characters, we want to make sure that they have the prepare to battle link. So the only time the relationship would kind of suck in this case is if there's like a Go Bros and then a Go Bros on the same rotation with 1 card, and they won't get the prepared to battle relationship because obviously there's no link there. But in all the other scenarios, they will. So a perfect example is, let's throw him in there. Like, this is the new LR. Obviously, you know I'm going to throw him in there. I'm so happy that he's actually part of the siblings bond relationship. He's in so many good connections. It's crazy. And he's a good leader in his own right, if you wanted to. But I like putting him in siblings bond. Then we could put LR Gohan. He's not tanky, but does a lot of damage. This free-to-play Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta is incredible, so I definitely do love him. This EZA character that we unlocked a couple of weeks ago, he heals for so much on passives, and we'll get into a discussion about that in a bit. And then we could throw one more character in there if we wanted to. Instead of doing prepared for battle, I actually I decide to wait, that's not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do here is remove the prepared for battle link, because LR Beerus does not have that specific linking. So I do love having Beerus on this team because his super attack is really good for healing. So if you look at what his super attack does, whether you do the regular super attack or his ultimate super attack, he either heals for 12% HP or 7% HP. So if you do the regular super, which you would just need 4 more key to do a super because he has siblings bond, so 4, 4, 8, and then the remaining 4. So you would just need 2 red spheres to link him up. And then this one, for his ultimate attack, you would need to do, the ultimate attack, and you would get 12. So that's a lot of healing. It's really good. So even though he doesn't have prepare for battle, he does provide healing for us. So I definitely do love having that card in there. This other card over here is really amazing. So we're kind of starting to get into the conversation of, we already did leader skills. We talked about linking skills, which is really important. So all these cards here, like, so if we take a look at this this Ultra Instinct Goku and this Gohan and this I removed them. This Vegeta and then this Goku, if they ever link up, they'll have basically the 6 key from the leader skill of Goku's family. The Vegeta will have siblings bond, so he'll always be maxed out for the most part. Because if you look at this, let's see, I think his passive is kind of crazy. Oh no, yeah, he would still need something, but he'll have a key. He'll be close, like, you don't have to worry about him, but he has prepared to battle, so he'll be able to link to give +2 key to either Goku, to Gohan, or to this other Super Saiyan 2 Goku. So the linking here is really amazing for these 4 cards right here. Beerus we put in there for the healing. If we wanted to stay true to the prepared for battle, then what I would do here is I would put the link skill back, prepared for battle, and I would look for another card that is really good. Obviously, this Goku is really good with linking with the other Vegeta because they're both from the movie Heroes event, which is absolutely amazing. 2 amazing free-to-play cards that you can EZA. That's pretty good. Or you can, let's see, we could do the Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. Wow, even this card has prepare for battle. He has shocking for speed and GT as well. Like, he has a lot of good key linking, which is really awesome. We could throw him in there. But I definitely do always use Beerus because I do love the healing aspect, and I could always get a super off with him. So that's the reason why I do that. So let's remove that. Now you guys understand the aspect of key linking and how to build the team. So essentially, if I'm going to throw him out there, I'm going to put them there. And I could give a quick test run afterwards so you guys could see what I'm talking about when it comes to the relationship of the team. So we talked about the leader skills. We talked about the category skills. Let's take a step back and talk about mono leads. Mono leads, and then there's also super type leads and extreme type leads. So let's do a clean slate real quick. And let's talk about mono leads. Now, when I say mono leads, guys, it's a leader skill where it's specific to a color type. So it's either tech, which is green, AGL, which is blue, STR, which is red, Phi, which is yellow, and oh, what was it? Int AGL, no, Int Tech, AGL, STR, Physical. Yeah, so those are the 5 categories. There we go. So basically one, and I have it right in my face and I'm not even freaking looking at it. So let's do one that I'm kind of familiar with. We can do an int. Let's do a quick int lead or whatever. So we go here. And we have a few int leads, guys. We have a few int leads. This LR Gohan is good, but it's not a great int lead because it's only HP, attack, and defense 90%. If you wanted to go for something better, super int type key +3, HP, attack, and defense 120, or it boosts the extreme int. Now, here's the thing, guys. There's super mono leads and extreme mono leads, which are really awesome. So in this case, Gogeta buffs super int characters really well, but then he doesn't buff extreme characters really well. So when you're making a mono lead that's super, you're gonna want to stick with super. This is a perfect example. Look at this LR Bojack. Extreme int type key +4 and then attack, HP, and defense 100%, or super int +2 key and then HP, attack, and defense is only 70%. So you're gonna always want to stick to a certain type, either super or extreme in this type of case, when you're messing with these type of leads. So like what I would do here in this case is I would actually filter by super class if I'm doing a super lead. And then I would start throwing these characters in. So the first thing I would do is I would look at my team lead and see what type of links he has. So he has prepared for battle, which is awesome. You already know how good that is. He has over in a flash, which is also really good. It's actually like the better one, but it's not as frequent. And then he has the other ones that fused fighter, which isn't bad. Like if you're doing a fusion team, that's so baller. It's so cool to have that. And we could do a fusion team building here really quick, just so you guys can have an idea of what we're talking about here. So if we do a team building thing specifically for int, let's see how good we can do if we did prepared for battle. So what we're going to do is go to link skills, and we're going to type prepared for battle. Let's see how many good characters, and then we'll fill out with everything else that okay. So we have a few characters here. We could do Gohan. We could do this Ultra Instinct Goku because obviously it's int. We're not going to go for the LR. It's an STR one. We also have this one, and we have this one, and then finally we could end it with these. I have not SA20'd this card yet, but I did SA10 all the other cards up to this point. We can instead, like, if we wanted to throw the free-to-play card, we could here, but I do like actually this card better, personally. Like, if I was trying to really go in the whole super, like, good team building aspect here, I would do that. So that would be an example of doing a really good int. And then, obviously, for the final int lead, you're going to want to get either the same or something better when it comes to super int type, key +4, key +3, whatever, attack, HP, and defense increase. So this is a really good example of doing a mono super team. If you wanted to do an extreme, A perfect example would be like, let's swap this now. And we're going to also remove the prepare to battle link. Because extreme doesn't have really prepared to battle. Now this would be one that's would be a bit difficult for me, but we could make it work. So the LR Bojack would be the one I would go for because it's my best lead and it's +4 key, and the linking is where I think I'm gonna have a lot of issues. I could use the Boo one. The Boo one isn't actually bad because you get the 20% HP attack and defense. So I could go this route instead, so we'll go that route for the time being because we do want the extra percentage. It's actually really good. So if we look at the links for Kid Buu, I think like Big Bad Bosses is really good. No, not Big Bad Bosses. What was the one? Oof. Yeah, we would have some starving situations here. Brutal beatdown. Unfortunately, even though Boo's really good, he doesn't have any key linking. So he's going to be a problem when it comes to like having those relationships there. Yeah. So like you see right now, we're doing a team building examining to see what links we can do, and you're just gonna need to either have 6 key orbs for another to do a super, or 3 int orbs, which count as 2. So if we did that lead, that's what we would do. Now, if we go to Bojack, let me see. Hera Clan has +2 key. He does buff, but Revival would be something we would need to go for, and Shattering the Limit. So I would probably start looking for maybe Shattering the Limit. Let's see what we have here. Fear and Faith is a good key +2, but not everyone has that. Shocking Speed, there it is. So you see, in my case, personally, I wouldn't do Kid Buu because I would feel like I would have a lot of key issues. So what I would probably do, you see, and we haven't even finished this LR, but if we did finish this LR, what would he be? What type of things? He would have Shattering the Limit. So let's say, for the sake of the argument, we started going either in Shattering the Limit, there. What about this? Attack 50%, key +6 when facing 2 or more enemies, so it depends on his passive, and we'll get into the passives in a bit, but he has Prepare for Battle and Shattering the Limit. That is really awesome. I really do like that Raditz. That Raditz attack all enemies is absolutely amazing. And then we could throw in some more characters as well. I think this Ginyu Force might be able, Shattering the Limit +2 key. That's really good. I would definitely like to have him on the team. And if we could find, like, we could throw this LR in here, but like, none of our characters really have Fear and Faith. Fear and Faith androids have Fear and Faith. There's like certain characters that do have Fear and Faith in that case, so you would be able to link really well with that. What about this? Like, I don't like this free-to-play card, honestly. I honestly don't. But he has Prepare for Battle, Shattering the Limit, and Shocking Speed. So he would actually build good relationships with linking. So in this case, this would be a good combination of characters where you would do some really good stuff. I really like Bojack because he's really good on tanking, and we're going to talk about passives in a second. So this is a good example of doing extreme int lead guides. So obviously you're getting the idea of where I'm going with key linking and how you build teams and so on and so forth. And near the end, I'm gonna actually show you 2 really good applications you can use to kind of help you link, get better ideas of who has the most links and things like that. So this is a good example of doing a mono int lead. We could also do a quick example of doing a fusion team lead. I love fusion. Fusion's like one of my favorite categories, guys. I've been using it for so long, so I absolutely love it. So in my case, When I do fusion, guys, I do AGL, this LR right here. This LR category lead is so good. Fusion category, Ki +3, HP and attack, 170, defense 130, or he buffs physical. So I actually do a mix of things, guys. So what I like to do is I like to do these two AGLs, these two ints, or this AGL Gogeta and this int Gogeta. Now, the thing I want to stipulate here when it comes to team building is if you look at this int Gogeta and this STR Gogeta, you see that they're graying out. You're seeing that it's like you can only use one or the other. And the reason that is if you look at the name of this character is Super Gogeta. So Super Gogeta int and Super Gogeta STR cannot be on the same team. The only way you can obviously have them on the same team is if you had a leader and a friend leader. That's the only time you can have a dupe card. Other than that, guys, you can't. Now, the next question you ask is, hey, why can you use that AGL Gogeta though with either or? So like you go boom boom, or you can go boom boom. Now, the reason that is because the name is different. This int one is Super Gogeta. The AGL one is Super Saiyan Gogeta. Because the name is different, you can have the same card there, guys. So it's super important that you take the best card of the one you have. In my case, I mean, currently my int is the better one, but if technically this one is the better one right now, but I don't have him fully maxed out, so it kind of is a hindrance. But once I easy A him, I would be taking this card. But regardless, either you take that one or that one, then you do this one. And if you look at the relationships, guys, they all have fused fighter. So you get +2 Ki right off the bat. It's really awesome. Now, the only one that isn't going to have fused fighter is going to be this one. But it's going to have prepared for battle. It's going to have golden warrior and some other things. It will get fused fighter, and I'm pretty sure when it fuses. So if you see here, basically this is a transformation card where when the conditions are met, it essentially fuses. And if you look now at the skills for it, it gets fused fighter, so it gets the +2 Ki. So now it becomes absolutely amazing for this team. So having that, having Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta on the team, and then you can decide whether you want the physical or the tech Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta. I personally like to have this one. I like having the tech one. That's just me. You know, the physical one you can have there as well. And then you can decide what you want as the final card. Now, this is where I go a little hybrid or a little weird, and this is the reason why, and I'll explain it to you guys. I actually have my Shenron basically rainbowed. So if we go to, I could actually just do it like this. I could do, okay, I'll say physical, extreme. He's gonna be at the top. I have my Shenron rainbowed. This leader skill is not only for fusion, but for physical characters. It doesn't say extreme or super type. It says physical. So it means that lead will help super physical characters or extreme physical characters. Because I have Shenron rainbowed, I put him in here. And he links really well with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He links really well. So I love having this card here because he does really good damage, especially as a rainbow card, and he repeatedly attacks. It's like so awesome. So this is a good example of doing a fusion. Not like if I wanted to do pure fusion, I could, but I like having my Rainbow Shenron in. He's actually a lot of fun and he's really strong to play with. So this is an example of doing a fusion with a physical character. If I wanted to do full fusion, just to kind of like show you guys here, go to fusion. I could say, instead of that card. If I wanted to have someone to seal super attacks, I could do that. I could bring this this bullpen, where this bullpen gives all ally key +3, but we don't have key issues, so we're fine there, so we don't need her. I could bring this Jinimbu, which attacks enemy. Attacked enemy's attack is -30%, so he really puts a debuff on the enemy, so that's really awesome. And then we could also have Pandel, which Pandel buffs the allies. So if we did awaken her, she actually buffs all allies +30%, which we're talking about passive skills now. So let's get into the discussion of passive skills, guys. So we talked about leader skills. We talked about linking. We made a few compositions here so you guys can get the idea. You know that you want to go for a leader skill that has HP lead. Then you're going to want to do link skills to put some key in. So when those cards go together, you don't need that many orbs to super. You kind of already have them established. But it's not really finished until you have a really good composition in regards to having passive skills, because passive skills actually can make or break the team in certain events. So what are passive skills? Passive skills are when the card is on the scene, it will provide some type of benefit either to the card itself or the team as a whole when it's on. So in this case, this Pandel gives attack +25. Well, let's go to the growth one. I haven't Dokkan awakened her. Gives attack 30% for all allies. That's not a bad lead. That's actually a really good lead, guys. But there are other cards nowadays that actually do attack and defense buffing, which is really awesome. So if we go right now, let's back out after having all that fun. Let me see the team. Let me see the team I'm working with right now. Oh, okay. Well, I'm currently doing the EZA, and I still have to finish tweaking my team, guys, because it needs better stuff, and we could kind of discuss this right now. But I'm on 28 of 30. I'm almost there. I just did another one today. I have to replace my Super Saiyan 4 LR card or whatever. The good leader for this team, and it's not a conversation for this chat, is that Trunks one. I really wish we had that super type Trunks. Where is he? They're not giving him to us. But the team I'm working with right now, guys, is this team for Vegeta Family. And if we go to Vegeta Family really quick, where is it? I'm sorry, guys. I just got to find the... So I need to replace this card. I will eventually replace it with this card because its leader skill actually gets much better afterwards. Like, we could look at what the friend lead is. This is the actual true leader skill when you EZA, Extreme Z Awaken it, this card. All types, key +2, HP attack and defense, 90%. It's a really good lead, and it's a tech type. But the passive skills are really good. Like, look at this Trunks. This Trunks is so good because he can tank. Reduces damage received by 40% when guard is activated. Now, it's when guard is activated, so it's when he's blocking. So it has to happen. It's situational when you're basically doing that, but you do get a damage reduction of 40% when that happens. So for this event, it's really good. But a really good tank card for this event is this STR Vegeta. This STR Vegeta does no damage, but reduces damage by 80% for 10 turns from the start of the turn. So basically, he tanks anything for 10 turns. It's absolutely an amazing card, guys, when it comes to reducing damage in this event, and I definitely do love it. So passive skills have really cool abilities like that where they can buff attack and defense of the entire team, themselves, or they can reduce damage. They can also do other things like heal the entire team. Let's take a look at this. The reason I love this Super Saiyan 2 card is because it changes the spheres. It's the red spheres, I think I read. Let me do it again. It changes STR spheres to AGL spheres, which is what it needs. And then not only does it get attack and defense buff, but it recovers 10,000 HP per sphere obtained, regardless of color. That is so amazing, guys. That is so amazing when you're able to do that. And not only does he have a buff, he also gets a buff when there is a Vegeta enemy category on the team. So it's basically changes the spheres, attack plus 20%, and defense plus 20, and recovers 10,000 HP per key sphere obtained, plus an additional attack and defense 5% per key sphere obtained when there is a Vegeta's Family category enemy. So this character heals the team for so much. He can get a defense and attack boost when he gets a lot of spheres, but like this card isn't as tanky if you don't get a lot of spheres. So he can become glass cannon-ish if you don't have spheres obtained with him when it's his turn and he gets supered or something like that. But that's an example of a passive where he heals for so much. So this is a good healer. This is a good support card to bring your team back to life when it's really down on low HP. I love this EZA card. It's really good. It just happened. I tell you guys to definitely grind it if you're able to. And it's also not a bad leader skill. Goku's Family category key +3 and HP attack and defense 130, or AGL key +3 HP attack and defense 100%. It's a good AGL lead, and it's a good Goku's Family category lead. We have better cards, but this isn't bad, like if you wanted to use this as a leader card. So that is a really good passive skill for healing. Another card that's really good like that is the Bulma card, the Tech Bulma card. It's really amazing free-to-play card. Let me see if I could show you guys really quick. So, all right. We kind of talked about some of these cards here. I could do a quick free-to-play category lead here. So like a good one, we're going to change Vegeta's Family. And then I'll talk one more thing about the passives, and then I'll kind of end it there. But I want to do free-to-play. So this card is an amazing free-to-play card. Dragon Ball Seekers category key +3, HP attack and defense 77. So what we're going to do is that as the lead, and then we're going to look for that Dragon Ball Seekers category and then see what we have available, guys. And we actually have a lot of cool cards for it. We have the Ginyu Force. We have a ton of cool cards. So let's look for Dragon Ball Seekers. I really wish this was alphabetized, but it's not. And we have so many cards here available, guys. We even have this Tech. I did not even know that, but that's not a free-to-play card. But here's a ton of free-to-play cards. First row, all free-to-play. This is the Bulma I was talking about, guys. She heals for 7,777 HP per rainbow key sphere obtained. Now, it's not as good as that Vegeta, and chance to reduce damage by 50%. It's a really good card in tanking, and it also recovers HP. So it's not bad. I definitely do love this card. I used it for so many years when I first started playing. So if you ever get the chance to get this card, definitely be sure to get it. It's a really nice one. But if you use this free-to-play Dragon Ball Seekers lead, you can do that. I mean, you could do a full Ginyu with it, and that would be perfectly fine. You can also do the Ginyu Force lead if you wanted to. There's also the Team Bardock and a bunch of others, but we'll talk about that another thing. So passives are so strong, guys. So strong, really important to pay attention to when you're kind of dealing with this. I know this video is getting kind of long, but I love providing this information to you guys. So there's that, and like this, I just want to show you the passive to this LR Go Bro because it's so amazing. Look at this. Attack and defense 58%. Launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack. So always attacks twice. and then has a good chance of becoming. Then ki +1 and attack and defense 10% with each attack performed. Keep up to +5 and attack and defense up to 100 and disables rampage. So the longer the fight goes, the stronger he becomes. And remember, he attacks twice every round. So you can get to that 100% really quick. So it's really good. And then eventually he gets to the point where he doesn't need any key relationships, and then you're just ultimate. You're doing your ultimate super attack. So it's a really great card. I love this passive. He's such a strong tank, guys, and he's an LR. So that percentage increase as a passive with the baseline stat, like I don't even have dupes into him, and he's at 11k defense because he's an LR. So imagine if he was rainbowed, how impressive this would be. This would be really impressive. I definitely love this LR. It's so good, guys. So that is the way I like doing linking and relationships, guys. When it comes to these type of things, I look for certain things on like prepared for battle, over in a flash, shocking speed, GT, fear and faith, any key increasing type things when it comes to link skills. When it comes to tanking, I look at the passive effects and see what's up. I also look at the super attacks, because there are super attacks that increase your defense, which is really good. Like if I go to, I think it's like Vegeta's Family, where some cards actually do get that type of defense increase. So if I go here, and I think it's this Tech Trunks. This Tech Trunks I love because he does Tech and STR type key +2 and attack and defense +25%. You see, raises defense by 30% for 6 turns when he does a super attack. So he becomes a little more tankier, and he's not bad on his defense. He's at 9,000. He's almost there. So in total, by himself, he gets like a 55% defense lead. That's not bad. That's actually really good. The super attack kind of helps him out there. This Vegeta is actually really good in the sense that the amount of the percentage. He gets attack and defense 77%, so that's really good. So that is a perfect example of passives increasing HP or attack and defense and key, like the Go Bros. So I think I covered just about all the necessary parts to create a fundamental team, guys. I hope this really helped you a lot when it comes to assessing things. Let me know in the comments below what you guys would want to see next. But the last thing I want to show you is the 2 applications or 2 websites you can use to basically get an idea of who has the most relationships and so on and so forth. There's filtering in this game now, so some of it is a little bit obsolete, but some of it isn't. So you can go to external sources if you don't want to use this, and the loading on those websites are better. So give me a second and I'm going to show you this right now, guys. All right, guys. So the first thing, and I have my camera, well, my camera's here, but I had to have the window screen over here. It's so brutal. So you're going to see me talking like this, and I'm going to hate myself for it when I'm reviewing this. So, yeah, I'm just going to kind of go through this. So there's 2 websites. There's DokkanBattleOptimizer.com, like it says up top here, if you guys can see that. I'll say it again, DokkanBattleOptimizer.com. This is not a bad site, guys. This site basically has a lot of the things that you can do in Dokkan right now, but it has a few more bell and whistles, which I'll kind of show you in a brief thing. So let's do a filter really quick, and let's see. Let's do one of the categories we already recently did. Actually, let's do giant form. Giant form is a very simple one to do a category for. So I like doing, a perfect example is like, I'll do Tapion lead. I really do love the Tapion lead. The Tapion lead is actually really good. Oh God. All right, the game, it's acting a little weird. So the Tapion lead is really good. I definitely do love having that. I have Turles SA10. I'm doing it like as if my account was there. So basically, this Tapion lead basically is a really good giant category lead. I'm trying to see if there's a way that You must be premium to access. So it's not as great as it, I guess, used to be, but it doesn't give you the essentially the gist of like what each links are. But if you knew what the categories were, and I'll give you another site that actually shows you some really cool linking, guys. There's one cool thing about this site. If I did really quick, I did that, and then I just got all of like the other remaining cards that are like giant form categories. So I could definitely do this one. I definitely love this character. This character heals a certain amount each turn or whatever, so it's really good. And then I'll try to get the remainder. The remainder, I'll get her. I'll get him. I'll just get the full Bardock team for the most part. Like, having this LR wouldn't be a bad idea either. So let's just say we did that. And then for the friend lead, we kind of went back to Tapion, where Tapion is there. So this is the part that I really do like about this this specific application. This specific application or site tells you the links here, but it shows the rotation of what it looks like. Now, I'll do a separate guide on rotations, but rotations is like first two is on the first thing. It gets mixed up in the beginning, but it's first two, then the next two, and then these last three start floating around on each turn. So if you see here, is like the first two was Tapion and Turles. Did I say Bardock on that one? Before, like during, I'm not gonna edit it, but yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I can't believe I said that. But it's Tapion and Turles, followed by this Bardock member. I'm not gonna remember, but yeah, it's those two. Then it's these two, 3, 4. And then you see now it's floating to this one. And then Tapion's going to be the last one, the last Tapion friend. So you're going to see first Tapion, second Turles, and then you're going to see Tapion, and then you're going to see that. So, okay, good thing you're seeing my mouse cursor. So that's the gist of how the rotations kind of work. I'll do a more in-depth video, but it gives you an idea of how rotations work. And this is what I really do love about this site. So there's this site, and I'll say it again, Dokkan Battle Optimizer, not too shabby, but what I really do love is this site right here. This site, webapi.eu, is really awesome, guys. It's such an amazing site when it comes to finding out how many links a card has with another. So like a perfect example is, let me remove that. And actually, I'll just remove it from the link. Like I just came to the site. So it's web-api.eu/Dokkan. I'll put it in the link below if you guys are curious. But this is a perfect example of like, how do I build a team that has really good links or whatever? So like if I did Vegeta, right? I was building the Vegeta team. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put this Tech Vegeta as my lead. So right off the bat, it shows you leader skill, super attack, passive in the categories, and all the links available. Now the cool thing is, because you know that this leader skill is just, well, it doesn't have the EZA one, but it's all types to HP, attack, and defense, 25%. It goes up to 90%. It's like all types get key +2, and then HP, attack, and defense 90%. Once it's EZA'd. But if we wanted to take it a step further, guys, I'm doing the EZA Rose event right now. I'm like, yo, how many good links does the Vegeta family have with this card? Which cards have the best links? Right off the bat, characters share 5 common links. So this site sorts the cards that have the most links from top to bottom. It's the coolest thing ever, guys. So like, if I wanted to do it, I'd be like, I have this card already part of my team. So I would definitely want to have this card part of my team. So that Trunks would be one that would be there. Now, if we're doing the EZA Rose event, extreme cards are kind of hindered, so I could filter it by super, and I would really love to have tech, but their STR and physical are okay, even though STR gets countered. There's only one STR card I would want to have there, and that's that reduced damage one that I showed you, that Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. But let's just go with the idea that we're gonna go with this just to see. You know, it's just not to really team build at this point, but to get an idea of like, oh, so these are the cards that have all this relationship. So characters that share common links. This Vegeta right here, I have him. I might want to put him on my team. Attack and defense 100%, key +2, and an additional attack +20% when HP is 80% or below. Plus an additional key and attack 50% when HP is 50% below. So it sounds like a really good card, and it also gets some damage increase here. It has prepared for battle and royal lineage. Really good cards overall here. So this is another website, guys, that can show you how many links you have with the card. So if you get a free-to-play card, and let me see an example of one of the free-to-play cards here. I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna make it like the worst card ever, just to see what the best relation. This Super Saiyan Goku, this free-to-play LR. I hate this card with a passion. But what are the best linking cards for it? Super Saiyan Goku. Boom. There we go. So let's filter it by super. So this Goku actually has good links with Gobros, Kamehameha, Legendary Power. So he gets 7,500 attack plus 10%, and he gets the Golden Key Warrior, key +1, and enemy defense 2,000 buff. So these cards right here are the best cards that you can link with him. I could actually link with this card. That's so interesting. That's so interesting. Okay. And then also this AGL Gohan. And then also these other Gokus right after. So he does have some cards that he shares heavy links with. I'm actually surprised of seeing these 3 LRs pop up on the list. And then he also shares 3 links with all these cards underneath. So even with cards that you think are really bad, you can really see some good cards here pop up, which is very interesting, fam. It's super interesting to see how these pan out, because honestly, I'm gonna give you my honest, I really don't like this card. I don't. I was really disappointed when I got it as one of my first LRs. There's so many good LRs now, like the Int Vegeta Pure Saiyans free-to-play lead. Like, that's so good. The Cell one that came out is really good, and so on and so forth. But I wanted to show you these really quick, guys. And now we're gonna do like one final playthrough of like just showing you with one of the teams that, you know, I showed you or whatever. I'll probably do it with the fusion team so you guys can see something cool, and then we'll call it for a kibosh on this video. We'll just end it. So give me 1 second, guys. All right, guys, we are back. So we're back to this fusion team. I'm gonna go back to it right now. So I'm actually going to take this physical Gotenks out, and the reason I'm taking that physical Gotenks out, and I'll give you my opinion, is because I have one physical character here, Shenron physical character, Friend Lead's going to be physical character. I'd rather have another tech character than putting another physical character in. I'd rather have a lot of variety on the team so it doesn't become physical heavy and then we start getting destroyed in a specific section of the event. I think that would be good enough, so we're going to hit okay on that. This is the team we're going to do for an event. Let's see what event we should do here. What I've been doing recently is like clearing these type of things. So I've been seeing like, oh, what do I need? So we need to do Super Namek. So let's do Super Namek event. I'm going to do 25. We actually have 36 energy. Why not? Get to hear some nice music. I'm gonna, instead of doing Siblings Bond, I'm gonna do Fusion. Siblings Bond is usually my go-to. I definitely love messing with them. And we're gonna do that. So we're gonna do that, and now we're gonna look for our Fusion team. There it is. So we're gonna do that and start having some fun, guys. I just wanted to do some playthrough, because why are we gonna do a Dokkan video and then not do any playthrough? I gotta show some love to the game, and I do want you guys to see some fun content as well. It's not all work and play. No play. We're gonna be doing some play. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna get that other awakened medal. But guys, let me know in the comments below what you would love to see next. I definitely love doing these videos for you guys. I know this video is gonna be super long, but I know at the same time it's also gonna be super informative for you guys, so I actually don't mind putting in the time for you guys. So let's see how these links look. Look at those links for that Gotenks and that Gogeta. How amazing is that? This will get linked really well once it fuses, but the events are so easy nowadays that we're not going to get to that point of doing the fusion. So what I can do here is I can leave them like that. I could do that, or I could take this out of rotation. It really depends, but it looks like they have better linking there, so I'm going to keep them together and take Gotenks off. Now, the cool thing is, if I do the rainbow orbs, I get a lot of key sphere energy. So we can kind of do that. Ah, we were so close to getting the ultimate attack. And then this one, you could do whatever. This one, you could do whatever. So the physical, this card is going to do a lot of damage to Piccolo because it's an int, so we're countering him. And he's dead. So the other two didn't even get to go. So now here's the other physical lead. Now what we can do here is, I love having this Gogeta here with this Shenron. The links are absolutely amazing, guys. So if we look at this really quick, look at what his passive is. Attack plus 120, extreme class enemies, attack and defense minus 20. High chance of evading enemy super attack and countering with tremendous power. He kicks him in the face so good. So that's the reason why I put him here. I would either put him on the tail end or put him in the front. But because Gogeta and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Shenron are together, I want them to always stay in the same rotation, so I'll keep them in the front. So I'll take this dude off rotation, so he'll go on other people whenever we want. So what we're gonna do now is, I'm trying not to kill as many as I can. I could leave all those for, yeah. So we'll do that. Let's see if he kicks the heck out of him. Let's see if he kicks the heck out of him, guys. If he supers, though, he has to super. That's the thing. He might not. I just want you guys to see the passive, but you guys might not see it. Ah, if we only saw the passive. Now, this is my Rainbow Shenron, so you guys can see what he does on the fusion category lead with Phi lead. It's not bad. He doesn't do too bad, and most of the time he does like 2 to 3 supers. So he's almost dead. Alright, so now here's the thing. I'm definitely okay with leaving this AGL out of the rotation. One, because right now this Piccolo is tech and he counters int. I wouldn't be scared about it, but I'm saying from a technicality standpoint, I'd rather have us counter with this int Gogeta because he does so much damage to tech, and then I would love to keep him in the rotation with this physical, because this AGL can hop around and link with so many people. He's really good in that sense. You see, he's gonna do super. It's not gonna be that brutal. Oh, and the 5th anniversary tickets are out, so I should probably just start using items just to use them. I don't necessarily need to, but I do have 2 like soda cans or capsule soda things. All right, so this is where it gets a little interesting, fam. So what I want to do, same idea like I mentioned before. I want to keep Shenron and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta together. So I'm going to do that. I might actually put this little thing into the rotation video to give the idea so people can understand what's going on when it comes to rotations, because this is also a good conversation of what we're discussing right now. So I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do this. Yo, I hope my Gogeta 4 counter procs. Hey, I want him to super. I want him to super so bad. He's not going to super, is he? He's not going to super on him. Look at that. Yep, he's not. All right, let's see what Shenron does here. And he's going to super Shenron. He's going to... He's gonna super Shenron. I can't believe this guy. All right. So this is the idea. The idea here, fam, and my baby Sky wants to play. We're gonna do this. Now, I could do this for healing, but then that would sacrifice this Vegeta and Goku from not supering. I prefer healing. And there, we actually were able to get it. Now, the cool thing about this Int Gogeta is regardless of the, you know, whatever Int tech, whatever you're facing, it basically does the most damage possible. He does not get damage reduction based on a disadvantage of physical or whatever. He'll do the same amount of damage to everyone. So this is the last phase, guys. And AGL Gogeta transforms. That's why these passives are so good, guys. These passives are so good. Now, here's the thing. Same idea, guys. We want to keep the rotation of Gogeta and Shenron together. And once you do that, you keep them there permanently and let them have fun. So what I would do is, you see how right now the linking for that blue Gogeta is kind of trash? I'm going to put him like that, because 1st and 2 will always stay together. But he helps Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta so much on bringing his stuff up. So we're going to do this. Good healing. Please counter. And if AGL gets hit, basically he's gonna be dodging like a madman. He's going to be dodging like a madman. That's a lot of damage right there. Oh, snap. He's hitting him. He's actually going to do decent damage. He's actually doing pretty decent damage. Usually I use my GoBros on it because it's just a steamroll. But I wanted to show you guys. At least I'll get to use the items, like, legitimately. Oh, snap. AGL Gogeta coming through. I'm actually not that stressed out about it. We're doing some really good discussion on rotations and stuff like that. Look at that damage output. And we're going to 2nd round, fam. We're going to 2nd round. I guess this AGL Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta did not like what he was seeing. He got really mad. He got really mad. Because the next thing that was going to happen was the next rotation was going to come in. We were going to get physical Vegeta and Goku, and then they were going to transform into Gogeta. So, and that was going to heal us to 100% because of the passive. But that's a good example of like showing rotations. Oh, I didn't use items. Be sure to use your items for the 5th anniversary banner tickets, guys. I know when people see this thing, they're gonna be like, "Wait, 5th anniversary? We're on like this 8th anniversary, bro. Is this video 3 years old?" Yeah, it is. If you're watching it, but We got that. So that was a perfect example of showing like us doing team building, us doing an event, and then just kind of going from there. And then you guys are seeing how rotations kind of work. It's a really cool thing. Thank you guys so much for that love and support. Leave a like, subscribe to the new channel right here. Subscribe to the old channel. Join us on Discord so you can stay in touch with me and everyone, so you know when we go live and all that good stuff, because I still go live on the other the old channel, because that's where a lot of people still know us from. But we're really trying to hit 1,000 subscribers with this new one. Thank you so much. If you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up. And then I could either do another video to elaborate maybe some of the things you guys are curious. Let me know what you guys want to see next that you guys need some help with. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. See you guys. Thank you guys so much, and I love you guys tons. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, if this is your first time here and you're watching from YouTube, definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you ever come to Twitch, definitely be sure to hit that follow button. Come join us on Discord. The link is below in the YouTube description. Also, last but not least, I want to say major shout outs to the sponsors. If you guys also wanted to financially support the stream, definitely be sure to check out that YouTube description below. There is a Patreon link. And if you can't support financially, don't worry guys, there's other ways you can actually show support. That's getting the word out, sharing the content, letting friends and loved ones know about this this channel. Tell them to come and hang out. Come join us on Discord. You will not regret it. It's the best community / family ever. It says it right there on the freaking board. Yo, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you guys next time. Let me know in the comments below what you would like to see next, what you think about the video, and so on. I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.